RH. Let me write what is the value for RH. The value for RH is comes out to be 109677 centimeter inverse, less than R infinity. So this, on solving this equation, we have 109677 centimeter inverse. So this is the value of Rydberg constant for hydrogen atom. Next, let us find for deuterium atom. RD for deuterium. So deuterium is, you know that deuterium is 2,1H. Means deuterium, the nucleus of deuterium contains one neutron extra. You also know that mass of proton and mass of neutron are nearly equal. So in this case, the reduced mass will get modified. So mu will be the mass of the nucleus into mass of electron, and mass of nucleus is twice of this mass. So we can write m square or twice of this mass plus mass of electron. So this will come out to be plus 1 into mass of electron. Mass of electron cancel. So we will have 3672 or 3673 times mass of electron. So this is the value of reduced mass in case of deuterium atom. So if we will find RD, Rydberg constant for deuterium, so we will have RD will be mu over m. Mu is this. So this will come out to be 672 over 3673 mass of electron. Mass of electron over mass of electron into R infinity. So after solving this comes out to be, for deuterium, it comes out to be 109707 centimeter inverse. So this is the value of Rydberg constant for deuterium. Next we can calculate easily for tritium. So tritium contains 3H1. In this manner we can find for tritium. So this comes out to be tritium. For tritium, this comes out to be, let me write for tritium. This comes to be 109717 centimeter inverse. For helium, its value is 109722 centimeter inverse. So this is the variation in value of Rydberg constant. So if we sketch a graph between the value of Rydberg constant and atomic mass number, then we will see a type of variation. So let us see what the curve shows. So if we take the value of atomic mass number on this axis and the value of Rydberg constant on this axis. Now here, let us, R infinity is the maximum value. So the value of R infinity is 109737. 109737. So we consider 40. So this comes to be 37. And starting value is for hydrogen 109677. 109680. This comes out to be 77. So 80 700. Let me shift quite here. 700 9.720. This is the value of 109700 and 109720. So in this manner, so for hydrogen its value is 109677. So it in this, here is the atomic mass number, so this comes out to be this. After that, deuterium its value is quite increasing, 707. So this is increasing. Now for tritium it comes out to be 17, and for helium this is 22. So for lithium this is also going to increase and it attains its maximum value. That is R infinity. So R infinity is here. So in this manner, this is the curve. So this is the curve that's showing the variation in Rydberg constant with atomic mass number. So with increasing in atomic mass, the value of Rydberg constant increases and attains its value R infinity. So the effect of considering a nucleus of a finite mass is very small. On calculation there is very small effect in these atoms like hydrogen, deuterium, tritium, but there are some atoms in which the effect of finite mass consideration is very effective. So let us throw light on those atoms. So next we will see the various atoms like positronium, deuterium, tritium and muonic atoms. So this is all about Rydberg constant. Next we will see various atoms, various configurations. Let us write them in tabular form so that it will be easy for you to remember. So we are going to discuss about some special atoms like positronium, muonic atom and pionic atom, muonium. So these types of atoms, let me first describe quite. Positronium, in case of positronium, first we will find the radius, effect on radius, and then energy, velocity, frequency, time period. We will calculate for positronium. So positron is antiparticle of electron. Antiparticle of electron contains same mass but different charge. This system consists of positron and an electron. Positron at the place of nucleus and electron is revolving around it. This configuration is termed as positronium. So in this case, m1 will be the mass of electron and m2 will also be the mass of electron. So the value of reduced mass will come out at different value as in earlier case that for hydrogen atom. Next system is muonium atom. So in case of muonium atom, mass of muon is a particle whose mass is 207 times mass of electron. In case of, just like positronium, in case of muonium, the muon atom took the place of nucleus. So here at the place of nucleus, muonium will come. In a muonic atom, in case of muonic atom, we will consider a atom and the muon, mu. This is the mass. Muon is represented as mu. So the muon will took the seat of electron. Here muon or here nucleus. So this configuration is termed as muonic system. Next is pionic system. In case of pionic system, we have a pion. Mass of pion is equals to 270 times mass of electron. So this is in case of pionic system. A pion will took the seat of electron. Let me draw. Here the pion, and this is the nucleus. So this system is considered as pionic system. So we will calculate the value of radius, velocity, energy, frequency, time period for these systems separately, because these systems are important from the perspective of the exam. So let me write these in a tabular form. Starting with positonium atom. Let me write first for positonium. First, we will make the system. So mass of proton, first positron, mass of positron. So mass of positron, you know that positron is represented as E plus. So mass of positron is mass of electron. Mass of positron is equal to mass of electron. And mass of electron is you know that what is mass of electron. So this is how these are related. So next we will make the configuration. So the configuration is as here is a positron, E positive, and electron is revolving around it. So this is the configuration of a positronium system. Next we will see the radius. You know that radius is inversely proportional to m. First let us solve the reduced mass for this system so that the calculation will become easy. So reduced mass for this system is m1 into m2 over m1 plus m2. m1 is mass of electron, m2 is mass of electron, and me over me. So this comes out to be me over 2. This is the value of reduced mass for positonium atom. So now let me find the value of radius. You know that radius is inversely related with the mass. So if you consider the reduced mass, then the radius will be dependent on this. So if we find the r dash will be m over mu into its original radius. So r dash will be m over mu. M mass of electron over mu, value of mu is me, 2me, into the value of r. R is n square a naught over z. A naught is 0.53 angstrom. So this is the value of radius. Me is cancelled. So we can write twice of radius, we can write twice of this value. So we can write radius is equals to twice of n square into 0.53 angstrom over z. Next we will see the velocity. As you know that velocity is independent of mass, so velocity is not going to change. Next we will see the what we have, time period. So now the time period is inversely related with the mass. So the new time period will be t dash. That will come out to be m over mu into the original time, that was t. So time period is also going to be twice of the initial time period, because the value of me and mu is me over 2. 2 will come upon. So in this manner the value of time period. Next we will find the frequency. So frequency is directly related with the mass. So the new frequency will also directly related with the reduced mass. So now we can relate this equation. The value of f dash will be mu over m into original f. So you can calculate by putting the value of mu. We can easily find the value of frequency. Next is energy. Energy, you know that energy directly related with the mass. So the new energy will be mu over m into the original energy. Mu over m means me by 2 divided by me. So this will come out to be half of minus 13.6 Z square over n square electron volt. So these are the data for positronium, very helpful data. Next we will see muonium. So in case of muonium, next atom is muonium. Muonium is represented with mu. First we will see the relation between muon and the mass of electron. So the mass of muon is 207 times mass of electron. This is how mass of muon is related with the mass of electron. Next we will see the configuration. So in case of muonium, at the place of nucleus there is a muon and electron revolves around this. So first we find the reduced mass. So reduced mass is m1 m2 over m1 plus m2. So the mass of muon is 207 me square over 208 me. So this will come out to be 207 over 208 me. So this is the value of reduced mass. Next we will see the value of radius. So you can easily relate r dash is equals to m over mu over r. So m over mu it comes out to be, mu is 207 over 208. So we can write me over 207 into 208 me into r. R is the original r. So me get cancelled. So this comes out to be 208 over 207 into its original radius. So this is how the radius is related with its original radius. Next we will see the effect on velocity. There is no effect on velocity. Next we will see on time period. So what will be the effect on time period? Time period will be m over mu. So in case here m mass of electron over reduced mass is 207 over 208 in this manner, m over mu into its original time period. So this is the dependency on time period. On radius and time period dependency is same. In same manner they will follow the sequence. Next we will see on frequency. So frequencies, you can find frequencies, the new frequency is mu over m into its original frequency. So we can put the value of mu is here. So you can solve this. Now we will see the effect on energy. So E dash is equals to mu over m into its original energy, and mu is equals to 207 over 208 into its original energy. So it comes out to be 207 over 208 into its original energy is minus 13.6 Z square over n square electron volt. So these are the data for muonium atom. Next we will see muonic atom and pionic atom. So next we will make here muonic So in case of muonium took the seat of nucleus, but in case of muonium this parameter is going to remain same. In case of muonium took the seat of electron and nucleus remains the same. So we can make, here is muonium here. So in this case reduced mass will be different, because at the place of nucleus we have the mass of proton and this is the mass of muon. So the reduced mass will be m1, that is 1836 times mass of electron, and m2, that is the mass of muon, that is 207 times the mass of electron, and over 1836 plus 207 mass of electron. So this is, after solving this, we have, this comes out to be 186 times mass of electron. So this is the value of reduced mass for muonic atom. Next we will see effect on radius. So how the radius will modify? The value of radius will be m over mu into its original radius. So this comes out to be m over mu. Mu is 1 over m over mu. M is me and mu is 186. So it comes out to be 1 over 186 into its original radius, and this value you are familiar with. This value is here, n square by z, 0.53 angstrom. Next we will see effect on velocity. There is no effect on velocity. Effect on time period. Time period and radius are in a similar manner dependency. Next we will see dependency on frequency. So frequency is mu over m into its original value. So this comes out to be 186 times the original frequency, and the value of energy. The value of energy comes out to be mu over m, that is mu is equals to 186. So it becomes 186 times its energy. Sorry, z square over n square. This is z square over n square electron volt. So these are the data for muonic atom. Next is pionic atom. So in case of pionic atom, the mass of pion is 270 times mass of electron. This data you have to remember. Further data you can easily find for the pionic system. Mass of pion is 270 times the mass of electron. And in case of muonic, muon took the seat of electron. In case of pionic, pion took the seat of electron. So we can make this system like, here is a pion and here is a nucleus. So in this case, the reduced mass, let me write what is the value of reduced mass here. So here the reduced mass for pionic system is, this comes out to be 225 times mass of electron. So by using this data, we can easily find the value of radius and velocity, time period, frequency and energy. So these are the atoms like positronium, muonium and muonic pionic atom. So in this case, there is an effective role of finite mass consideration. You can say that it's effect on energy, on the value of muonium atom's energy. So there is a considerable effect of finite mass consideration, but in case of hydrogen atom and other atoms there were small effect of finite mass consideration, but here we can't neglect the finite mass consideration. So this is how the modification in the values of these terms. Note these terms down, these are very important. Next we have binding energy of electron and ionization potential. Two topics of this lecture. So let us first erase binding energy and ionization potential. Next we will see the binding energy of electron in nth orbit. Binding energy of electron in nth orbit. Energy of electron in nth orbit. So binding energy is the that amount of energy required to release the electron from its nth orbit. So means the amount of energy required. So means this value will always be positive because this is the energy required. So never will negative. It will come positive. So if for nth electron, suppose electron in n is equals to 1 orbit. So from raising this electron from n is equal to 1 to n is equals to infinity means the amount of energy required to free this electron. What will be the energy? We term this energy as binding energy. So this will be E final minus E initial. This is corresponding to infinity and this is corresponding to nth level, whatever level we have considered. So you know that energy, the dependency of energy on n, the energy is simply z square over n square. So dependency of energy is with inverse relation. So n is equals to infinity. So this energy will be 0 and this comes out to be En. Binding energy comes out to be negative of energy of that state. So if electron is first state, then the energy will be negative of this energy. And you know that in this state energy is already negative. So taking the negative of negative, this energy will be positive. So binding energy is the energy required. So it will always come out to be a positive value. So this is the expression for binding energy. Next we will see ionization potential. So ionization potential is for atom. Ionization potential. So the ionization potential is related with ionization energy. You know that ionization energy is the amount of energy required to release an electron from an isolated atom. So in this manner, ionization potential is the amount of potential required to release an electron from an isolated atom. Atom should be isolated. There should be no other influence on the atom. So this will always also come out to be positive value. And as it is potential V, so it will be in units of volt. So energy is in units of electron volt, and this will, you know that potential is the amount of work done, amount of energy per unit charge in bringing a unit positive charge. So per unit charge, so cancelling the charge, so potential will be, if suppose we have energy is equals to 13.6 electron volt, then corresponding to this energy we have ionization potential will be 13.6 volt. So this is the term ionization potential. So this is the lecture. So what we have done in this lecture is, first we had calculated the infinite mass considerations. After that we calculated some finite mass considerations, dependency of radius, velocity, energy, time period, frequency, angular frequency. So all these dependency we have checked, and after that we see the variation in Rydberg constant, and next we see the binding energy, ionization potential, positronium atom, muonium atom, pionic atom, muonic atom. In the next lecture we will see the spectra of helium atom and the correction in Bohr model of atom, that is Sommerfield's extension to Bohr theory. Next we will come with the elliptical consideration of orbits. Till then, in this lecture if there is any query you can ask in the comment box. Till then, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.